Hey everybody, it's Jimmy in the studio, and today we're asking, where are all the aliens? We're going to talk about the Great Filter. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the hospital to get my first colonoscopy. I know it's exciting, right? But since I knew I was getting drugged and probed, I pictured something a little sinister. Yeah, but actually it turned out to be more like this. It was quite boring. But speaking of aliens, does anyone know how we can be in a universe with billions of planets and we still haven't found any other life yet? This is called the Fermi paradox, and it could be for a couple of reasons. Either the aliens are grounded by gravity like us, or they have seen our movies that represent them.
Don't be looking at me like that, all right? I can feel your look.
It's okay, John. You don't have to look. But I think it was more the movie itself than your fault, because you've been Barbarino and Tarantino. And keep that coffee mug in mind for what's coming up. But anyway, back to why we don't see aliens. It may be because of the Great Filter. And the Great Filter is one of two things. It's either we are the first of our kind and we will expand into the universe, or we are constantly remaking War of the Worlds. Tom shits his pants. And I'm thinking that since history is always repeating itself, I can guess the filter is a constant remake. Speaking of filters, and that cup of coffee we saw earlier, I'm thinking about a Folgers commercial back in the 70s, and I'm wondering if a Great Filter could have fixed this problem.
Well, while we're all waiting, I'll make some coffee.
Don't you think she's got enough trouble?
Pretty harsh on the criticism, but I do agree with her. Make your own coffee, asshole. Maybe it was the filters, or maybe it was Mrs. Olson.
There's one more problem. We're gonna have to...
Give Miss Olson a whim stretch. Now I understand how Ms. Olson could always be in a stranger's house. Stretch a cup with Folgers. Now I get it. Now back to our Great Filter. If this filter is ahead of us, then we really don't want to see the aliens arrive, because it would mean that they've shown up to repeat history. You see, they're always blowing us up. But this guy right here is doing what you don't want to do during an alien attack. File forms. Can you see that again? There you go. Because there's only one deadline at this point, and it's not paper related. Unless you're talking about Sherman. And Tom really understands that. But have you noticed how rested aliens are when they show up from across the galaxy? They are always bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Hey, did you get a new warp drive accelerator? No, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express Andromeda last night. And while they have a lot of energy, we always look like we just went to every bar and frat party in Wisconsin and we're just trying to get home. Well, that would explain it right there. Our budget can only afford a Motel 6 Lunar Lounge. At least I can leave the light on for you. So, do you think that we're ready to meet the aliens? According to everything we already know, I don't think we need to see them. But if they do show up, all we have to do to make sure that they're going to go back home is to let them know what they have to do to get a good cup of coffee. Until next time, Paul Danson.